Hello everyone. Can you hear me guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Okay, okay. My slide is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So let's start today topic. So let's revise first, okay? So let me ask few questions related to the mass extinction. So my first question is, which one is the largest mass extinction? Hello?
Permian Triassic mass extinction,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, yes. So wait. So the largest mass extinction is PT. Generally, it means Permian Triassic mass extinction, right? And one more question. Uh, what is the another name of the PT extinction? Okay. Permian Triassic का another name क्या है? Another name of same PT. I'm talking about same the Permian Triassic mass extinction.
Ma'am,
Guys,
great
you
time.
remember? Yes,
Great.
yes, very good. It is great dying. Why this is called as great dying? Because this is the largest one, and here around 96% of all species, all world species are just wiped up. Okay, wiped out. See, 96% around इतने सारे species almost all of sudden die हो गए. That's why this particular mass extinction is known as great dying. Okay, so another question is uh, reason behind this mass extinction. The reason behind the mass extinction of PT.
Volcanic activity, ma'am.
Yes, yes. This is cause of reason basically cause of a word term. This is the word term void impact. Basically, this is asteroid impact. Okay, asteroid, or you can say also this is happened due to volcanic eruption. Also, okay, volcanism. So, and one more thing related to this, which organism is extinct during PT extinction? Okay, the extinct
मैम आपका स्क्रीन शेयर नहीं हो रहा.
organism. Uh, uh, my screen is not visible to you guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now, Giri, it's clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So the question is, which organism extinct during PT boundary or PT mass extinction? So answer should be trilobites. Okay, the major one is trilobite, which is extinct. So next question is, name another just after PT mass extinction. Which one is the second largest mass extinction? Second largest.
KT mass extension, ma'am.
It should be no, Girish, should be Ordovician Silurian, or you can say just end of Ordovician or end of Silurian, okay? Anything, just Ordovician Silurian. This is the second largest. Ordovician Silurian, okay? Mass extinction. And reason behind this is basically major glaciation. Major glaciation. Okay. You can note down this point. Done, guys. Can we move further? Okay. So next question is which Chicxulub crater. Okay. Let me write Chicxulub. Okay. So Chicxulub crater, basically this is the best. It is a crater which is found in the Mexico. So this is the evidence of which kind of the or which type of the mass extinction. Basically ये जो हमारा crater है, it's act as the evidence of which kind of the or which mass extinction. ये किस mass extinction का बहुत बड़ा evident है.
KT mass extension, ma'am.
Answer. Yes, very good. It is Cretaceous, Paleogene, or Cretaceous Tertiary mass extinction. Okay, Cretaceous, Paleogene, or Tertiary. Okay, mass extinction. Now, any kind of the questions is come related to the mass extinction, I'm damn sure you can do. Okay, so and one more evident is there. What was that, guys? Which anomaly is there?
Iridium, ma'am.
Yes, it is iridium. Iridium anomaly. Okay, so this is all related to the mass extinction. So let me ask about trilobites. Okay, so this is basically a cephalon. Okay, so the middle part of the cephalon is known as,
Glabella.
name this part. Yes, it is glabella. Okay, and this area is basically this inner side. Sorry, this side. Okay, this inner side is
Season.
its fixed cheek. Okay, fixed cheek, and outer area is free cheek. And basically the cheeks divided cause of this line, and this line is known as facial suture. Facial suture. Okay, facial suture basically divide the cheeks into two. First one is the which is come near to the glabella, which is central part of the glabella, is called fixed cheeks, and which is just behind this. Okay, fix फ्री चिक्स के बाद, सॉरी फिक्स चिक्स के बाद जो आता है जो चिक, उसे हम बोलते हैं फ्री चिक. बेसिकली दिस इज फ्री एंड दिस इज फिक्स्ड विद द ग्लैबुला. ओके, एंड फिक्सीजीना इज अनदर नेम. फिक्सीजीना of fixed chicks, and free gina is Librigina. Okay, Librigina. And this is the central part of the cephalon is known as cranidium. Okay, cranidium, right? So this is all about the cephalon. And one more thing which I left here is eye. So guys, tell me, eyes is present on which kind of chicks? Okay, fixed chicks or free chicks? Eyes is kind of like this. Okay, this is basically compound eyes which is having lens, like bean shape is there, bean shape. So guys, eyes is present on which chick?
Fixed check.
Free, guys, it's free just from behind this fixed chicks it's present the eyes. Okay, so basically ये eye present होता है हमारा free cheek में. We see protoparian, hypoparian, gonadoproparian. There we see the eyes is cutting just inner side of the facial suture, just उसको अंदर से कट करके then it's cutting from the posterior. This is the posterior margin and this is anterior margin, and here lateral. Okay, this one is the lateral, posterior, anterior. तो यहाँ पे जो भी कट करेगा this will be posterior. Here if the facial suture is cutting like this, like suppose this, so this is posterior cutting. Okay, and the eye is just behind this fixed cheek, so it's present on the free cheeks. Okay, so let's solve few questions of trilobites. Okay, trilobites belong to which phylum?
Arthropoda. And
Yes, it is orthopods or orthopoda. Okay, so next question is, the body of trilobite is made up of three distinct parts.
C, ma'am.
Can you repeat again, please?
C, ma'am.
Yes, as the name suggests. Okay, name suggests like trilobita. Okay, oh, my writing. Tri means three, lobe, and bita means piece. Okay, so तीन piece कौन से हैं? It should be head, thorax, pygidium. Okay, and glabella is question number 56. Glabella in the trilobita is associated with glabella. Basically glabella कहाँ का part है? Okay,
Cephalon.
yes, C, cephalon. So next question, facial suture in trilobite is divided. Easy, right? We already discussed.
B, ma'am. Check.
Yes,
B, ma'am. Check.
check. Yes, good. Okay, so next question is, when the facial suture in trilobite is marginal. See here, marginal is talking. Okay, marginal में हमारे दो थे. Just remember, जैसे क्वेश्चन आए तुरंत माइंड में वो डायग्राम्स इमेजिन. ओके, तो क्वेश्चन शुड बी वेरी इजी फॉर यू. अगर इमेजिन करोगे वो डायग्राम, सो मार्जिनल and then
Protoparian, ma'am. A, ma'am.
yes, very good.
Protoparian.
It should be protoparian. Just see, this is also protoparian, and except here one thing is missing is eyes. Okay, this is protoparian. Suppose this is eyes. If this is not eye present, then just glabella and the
Parian.
whole cephalon. Yes, hypoparian. And hypoparian is most primitive one. Okay, we solve one question related to this. Then hypoparian is the most primitive form of the trilobita. Okay, so trilobita are found in which kind of rock?
Paleo.
Yes, paleo. Okay, paleo we remember, right? Last class, paleo cos DCP. Okay, whole Paleozoic. whole Paleozoic era and this all period. Here ट्राइलोबाइटा के जितने भी हमारे डाइवर्सिटी थे या कितने भी जेनरा है, जीनस है, all they are present between this Paleozoic era. And after this PT extinction, here PT extinction, they all are extinct. Okay, here इनका जो जितने भी थे fossils or sorry life forms, they are extinct between PT boundary. Okay, so this is यहाँ पे उनका origin start हुआ and they go all are flourish through the Cambrian period and Ordovician, Silurian सब में थे, but at the PT boundary यहाँ Dionians इनके जो number of Trilobita के family थे, now they are going to decreases and due to mass extinction at the PT boundary they are totally or completely extinct. So now they are not present on the earth, they are present only in the fossil form. Okay, different kind of fossils form is there. So here we are Proparian, Opisthotherian, Gonadoproparian and Hypoparian. Just write this definition. We left two definitions, right? Proparian, Opisthotherian, Gonadoproparian, which is very important to you, and so less definition also. So first one is Proparian. Proparian facial suture start from anterior. Where is anterior margin, guys? Anterior margin at the top. Okay, here anterior margin. Anterior margin, it passes inner side. See this, that's why I wrote the definition, because the every point is very much important. Inner side of the eye. Okay, eye has, suppose this is eye, right? You can see in this image also, this is the facial suture. Not this is cutting from the outer side, it's cutting from the inner side. Okay, that's why we should remember these points. Okay, तो ये inner side से cut कर रहा है. So inner side of eyes. Then cuts the lateral margin. Lateral margin. Right? In the image you can see this is lateral side LL, and here Proparian, which is cut inner side से आया and then cut this lateral side. So this is Proparian. Forward the genal angle is the most, example is Phacopina. Okay, example you can say Phacops. Phacops is the example of the Proparian. Phacops. Okay, and in between Proparian, Opisthotherian, basically there is Gonadoproparian. Gonadoparian. Okay, which is in between Proparian and Opisthotherian. This is intermediate zone. Why this is intermediate? Because ये genal angle को direct cut कर रहा है. Okay, this is cutting direct the genal angle. Genal angle basically this is the angle. Okay, these are the angle. So Gonadoparian. Facial suture. See the importance of facial suture. Facial suture is started from anterior. Again, anterior margin AM. I just write the AM. Anterior margin. Okay. Passes on inner side. Again, inner side. Inner side of eye. And cut the genal angle. And cut genal angle. Okay. It present in between lateral and posterior margin. Okay, lateral और posterior के बीच में है. बीच में कहाँ? Genal angle के टिप पे. Okay, posterior margin of the cephalon. margin of cephalon. Cephalon. Okay. So this is about gonadotropin. Next and last one is the opistho. Opistho is quite easy. You can remember from OP, P for posterior. Okay. Here P for posterior. So it's cut directly the posterior margin of the cephalon. Facial suture started from anterior margin AM and it passes on inner side of eye, then cut the posterior margin. Okay, posterior margin. So highlight thing is here, it's cut lateral margin, and it's cut the zenal angle, and it's cut the posterior margin. Okay, so these are the highlight things. And you can draw this image also, proparian, gonadotropin, and opisthoparin, which is just cutting the posterior margin. Guys, is done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Malik, you're done?
Ma'am.
Okay, okay. So these question I think we already solved, right? These questions are done, right? This one is the most primitive, Hypoparian, and Trilobita fauna is restricted to lower Paleozoic and divided into three. Yes, these are questions done. Okay, and this is also done. Ecdysis basically molting. जैसे स्नैक शेड करता है exactly same. This one is the molting which is done from the facial suture. Facial suture, so in this image you can see this is the facial suture. Now they are sorry. Now they are the break. Okay, ये break होते हैं यहाँ से and cephalon is totally separated. Now separate होके they are form a new trilobita and the old exoskeleton is now shedding. ओके, दिस इज दी बेसिकली हमें पता कैसे चला है कि ट्राइलोबाइटा ये शेडिंग करता है या ये अपने ओल्ड स्किन या ओल्ड एक्सोस्केलेटन को शेड करता है. वी कैन हैव दिस सम एविडेंट. यू कैन सी इन दिस फॉसिल फॉर्म, यू कैन सी पहले ये ऐसा था एंड अनदर फॉसिल वी सी कि इनके जो ओल्ड एक्सोस्केलेटन है दे आर शेडिंग एंड न्यू just behind it or just below it a new trilobita is formed. Okay, in this image you can see this is the older one and this is the newer one. Okay, so बिल्कुल इस स्नैक की तरह ही अपने स्किन ओल्ड स्किन को चेंज करते हैं. So old exoskeleton is now shedding. Okay, so this is done. This you can remember this point also because in the match the following, no, correct, we have to choose correct statement, right? तो वहां पे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है कि does trilobita is showing molting or we have to choose this statement is correct or wrong. Okay, so one more thing is the dorsal surface of the body of the body is protected by strong calcareous. Okay, जो ट्राइलोबाइटा का जो हमारा एक्सोस्केलेटन है दे आर मेड अप ऑफ कैलकेरियस calcareous exoskeleton. एक्सो मीन्स बेसिकली आउटर, इंडो मीन्स इनर, तो जो उनका आउटर स्केलेटन है, they are made up of the calcareous, is called as or is known as, this may be asked, so you have to know this, carapace. Okay, carapace, carapace, which cover the trilobita whole body. ट्राइलोबाइटा का पूरा जो बॉडी है, राइट, दे आर कवर्ड बाय दिस, like this is cephalon, this is pygidium, this is thorax. So this is covered by exoskeleton, is known as carapace. Okay, done. So let's see thorax. We are here actually. Okay, so thorax, basically you can see this is the middle part of the trilobite. Okay, this one is the middle part, and this is from here to here. So we can see the thorax are the mainly segmented. Okay, so segmented, they are movable, ये मूव कर सकते हैं. यू कैन सी यहाँ से एक सेगमेंट दो सेगमेंट. ओके, यू कैन सी दीज आर मूवेबल, दे कैन बी मूव फ्रॉम दिस thorax part. Okay, and we can see the segment of the trilobite is not fixed. You can see here इतना है, and यहाँ पे it is larger than compared to this. And one more thing is different is here you can see there is the spine, right, but there is no spine, they are just like this. They are angular or blunt in nature. The genal angle is blunt, not that much spine. And here we can see there is the sharp spine or sharp angular in nature. Okay, so why this is happen? Because as we know trilobita के बहुत सारे variety हैं, they are from different, maybe they are in different kind of habitat zone, and they are kind of different habitat zone. Okay, so they have a spine like structure, and they are not that much spine, they are just blunt kind of the genal angle, or this is the basically thorax part. Okay, so the thorax is the series of articulated segment. Basically these articulated segments are present in the insect. Okay, इंसेक्ट में ये हमें देखने को मिलता है. दिस काइंड ऑफ फीचर्स इज देयर. सेंटीपेडी किसी ने देखा है गाइस? सेंटीपेडी अ काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म इज लाइक दिस, एंड दे हैव मेनी लेग्स लाइक दिस. ओके, सेंटीपेडी जो आज के भी टाइम में हम देखे हैं ऐसे काफी, जो गार्डन एरिया में कलरफुल लाइक येलो टू ब्राउनिश कलर के दिखते हैं, बहुत सारे लेग हैं. तो दे ऑल आर द काइंड ऑफ सेगमेंटेड बॉडी. ओके, and these lies between this is cephalon and this is pygidium or pygidium. इनके बीच में ये लाई करते हैं. ओके, and they vary also. इनके जो नंबर है, they are, these number are vary. So suppose there are two kind of the trilobita genus is there. First one is the agnostus. Okay, and इनके जो thorax के नंबर है, basically they are two segment. They are very small in nature. That's why small, because suppose ये बस just दो हैं, so that's why they are quite smaller. And another genus is Olinilus. Okay, OLENELLUS. Olinilus basically having the larger segment. Okay, they are around 42 to only just 42 segment. Okay, 42 segment, like we can count 1 2 3 4 5 6 like that. Okay, agnostus having two segment, they are, that's why they are very small in nature. And yeah, these having no eyes, agnostus having no eyes, this is the blind kind of trilobita. Okay, so this kind of thorax segment is very with number, vary with species. जैसे जैसे species vary कर रहे हैं, उनके number भी vary कर रहे हैं. This is not fixed at all. So the each segment consists of the central axial ring. Central, this one is, you can see this is ring. Okay, that's why they are movable, cause of they are having ring like structure. ये यहाँ से move कर सकते हैं. To the outer pleury, this one is the pleural, or both one is pleury and both are pleural. Okay, so this one is the axial lobe, and these two are, which is pleury, and both are the known as the pleural lobe. Okay, both these two. And sometimes these pleury are extended to form a long spines. You can see this is the long spine. Here this is the spine. Sometimes they are form a long spine, and some species they have blunt kind of the spines. Okay, not spines, they are having blunt kind of the pleury. So these two kind of different trilobita having showing this kind of feature. So let's their write their name. This kind of the like this one. Okay, this trilobita is known as, or this genus is known as calamine. Okay, calamine. Okay, sometime maybe ask you which of the trilobita having pleury is blunt in nature, not spine. So example is the calamine. And if question is asked which pleury having the extended in the long sinus or long spine is known as paradoxide. Okay, paradoxide. So you should remember this is the classify on the basis of their pleury. Okay, the sharpness or the bluntness nature of the pleury. So this one is the paradoxide, which is having spine like, and calamine, which is showing like this, round. Okay, like, and यहाँ से इनका pisidium start है, right? So this is two example, paradoxide and calamine. So one more feature related to the thorax is they can enroll. Okay, you can see in this image they enroll because they are segmented part, तो ये बहुत easily move कर सकते हैं, तो they are just roll itself. सपोज कोई उनको एक ऐसा कंडीशन मिला जब इनको डर फील हुआ कि मे बी कोई प्रीडेटर आया इनको खाने के लिए, या कोई ऐसी सिचुएशन हुई कि जब इनको खुद को सेव करना हो, तो दे जस्ट इनरोल इटसेल्फ. ओके, दे आर जस्ट, यू कैन सी कि कैसे गोल घूम गए. ओके, दे जस्ट इनरोल इटसेल्फ लाइक अ कैप्सूल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फैकोप्स, ये फैकोप्स एक जीनस है ट्राइलोबाइटा के. व्हेन दे फील टेरर, जब उनको डर फील होता है, ऐसा कंडीशन जो प्रीडेटर इर्द गिर्द हो, तो दे जस्ट इनरोल इटसेल्फ लाइक अ कैप्सूल. वाई ये ऐसा क्यों करते हैं? बिकॉज देयर बॉडी इज टोटली हार्ड. ओके, एक्सोस्केलेटन के बने, तो ये अपने आप को बचाने के लिए दे एक्ट लाइक अ कैप्सूल और बॉल लाइक स्ट्रक्चर में चेंज कर लेते हैं. So this phenomena also related to the trilobita is and the genus showing this property is known as Phacops. Okay, done guys? Any doubt till now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is only cause of their segmented body. अगर segmented body है, so it's very easy or helpful to them to protect themselves cause of the या any kind of the creature और कोई बड़े higher order organism से खुद को बचाने के लिए they act like that. Okay, जैसे टर्टल को आप टच करो तो वो अपने स्कल में सेल में अपना बॉडी कैसे कर लेते हैं एग्जैक्टली. ये भी हर एनिमल के अंदर कुछ न कुछ ऐसे होते हैं नेचर जो दे शुड प्रोटेक्ट योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम द प्रेडेटर. ओके, सो नेक्स्ट वन इज thorax, and last this is last pisidium. Okay, or pisidium both are the same thing. So this is pisidium. Okay, so on the basis of the area of the cephalon, see this is cephalon and this is pisidium. On the basis of area of the cephalon or pisidium, we classified into three: microphygous, isophygous, or macrophygous. Micro, you can understand, micro means small, or macro means as bigger as compared to the small one, micro. Okay, so it is bigger as compared to the micro one. So let's see micro क्या होता है. The here pisidium is smaller than the cephalon. तो pisidium क्या हमारा last tail part. Okay, and thorax, and here the cephalon. So basically जो pisidium है, see P is smaller than the cephalon. Okay, PC, and here isophygous pisidium is equal to C cephalon. ये दोनों इक्वल होंगे. Suppose in this image you can see here cephalon and this is cephalon and pygidium is equal. Okay, so this is P is equal to C and this here micro. Here pygidium is smaller. Okay, pygidium is smaller than the cephalon and here microphagus. Here C is greater than P. Okay, in this definition also you can see here pygidium is larger. In this image my macrophagus pygidium is larger. Pygidium here this one is the larger. Okay, you can draw the image also. This one is the pygidium, thorax and cephalon. Cephalon is quite smaller as compared to pygidium. So pygidium is the larger one here. Wait. Pygidium is larger in macrophagus. Isophagus both are equal. Pygidium and cephalon. Okay, both are equal and microphagus is pygidium is smaller. Pygidium बहुत छोटा है as compared to the cephalon. Okay, so this is the case you have to remember. Maybe sometime ask which one is smaller, which one is the larger. Okay, so here pygidium is larger. Pygidium is larger than cephalon. So this is microphagus. Okay. Guys, done? Just micro means you can remember pygidium is smaller. Okay. And iso means just equilibrium, both are the equal. So this is done. Pygidium and you can see this is the real image. यहाँ कैसे vary कर रहा है? You can see this is the pygidium and this is also pygidium. Here pygidium. Oh, one more thing is telson. Where is telson? Yeah, this one is the telson. Okay. Basically, this is the anal spine. Telson is the anal spine. Okay. Telson just last में just like a tail. Okay, this is the in real image you can see telson. These are the Telson, telson. Maybe in the match the following like that na कि telson is related to what it will be related to brachiopod, gastropod like that or trilobita. Okay, so telson is related to the trilobite. TT you can remember. Here pygidium is very much small. Okay, and here pygidium is quite, you can see this is the equal isophagus. P C is equal to P. Okay, so this is done and you can see this is calamine type of organism. You can say this is not a spine, they are blunt in nature. Okay, they are kind of circular. Pleury is circular and this is axial lobe and this is pleural lobe and this is pygidium and this is one is eyes. Here glabella furrow, you can see this is the furrow depression zone. Okay, and this is facial suture, free cheeks or fixed cheeks. And one more example, you can see this is the eyes. The same Fakov, this is Fakov of Dionian period. Okay, both are the same. You can see this is almost equal, pygidium and cephalon. And now you can see they are the spine like pleury. Okay, this is spine like. And Radicchida, you should remember this one. This one is the oldest, or you can say primitive one. Primitive trilobites. Okay, you should remember Radicchida. This is most primitive. And this one is the Proetida. This one is the most recent or newest. Most recent. ये हमारा मोस्ट रिसेंट हमें ये पर्मियन एज में मिला था. बेसिकली पर्मियन डियोनियन में मिला था. ओके, प्रोटीडा. दिस वन इज द लास्ट विच एक्सटिंग. जस्ट ये हमारा जो हमारा पीटी बाउंड्री एक्सटिंक्शन हुआ था तब जाके ये एक्सटिंक्ट हुए थे प्रोटीडा एंड रेडिलिचिडा इज मोस्ट प्रिमिटिव वन. So you should remember these two, otherwise these all are the okay. So guys, there are some questions related to this of trilobita. Basically, they ask some age. Okay, so you should note down. I have seen such questions related to trilobita, and now whole trilobita is totally completed. And कोई भी question आएगा, you can do. Okay, so let's few important fossil related to the trilobite, which may be asked sometime ages. Okay, so basically one most important one is agnostus. Agnostus basically क्या था इनके दो features, they having two thorax segment, very small in nature, small body, eyes are absent, body, this is basically body. Okay, body, eyes are absent, and age basically, and two thoracic segment. Okay, and age Cambrian to Ordovician. Ordovician, okay. And next one is paradoxide. Okay, paradoxide. So ये बहुत बड़े थे. We see one large body and we see one feature like this. Na, they having spines, and paradoxide having large eyes. Okay, large eyes. And just write the age. Age is important. Middle Cambrian. Okay, Middle Cambrian. And Olinus, Olenus, Olinus. They are basically oval body, age, upper Cambrium. See, many are related to Cambrium. Okay, that's why we said कि Cambrium में flourish of the trilobita is very higher. So Cambrium to Ordovician. Ordovician. Calamine, Calamine. This is M. This is Ordovician to Silurian. Phacops, last one. This one is last. Okay, Phacops. Phacops having unique feature. They enroll itself like a capsule. We see जब प्रेडेटर इर्द गिर्द होते हैं तो दे बिहेव लाइक अ कैप्सूल, तो वो खुद को प्रोटेक्ट करने के लिए दे जस्ट श्रिंक इटसेल्फ. ओके, so the Ordovician to Devonian, they are most recent one. This is also recent one. Ordovician to Devonian. Okay, so you should remember some of these, which is very important. Guys, done? Done, Giri, Malik?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's move further, and this one is also very important, maybe sometime asked in exam. So what is taphonomy? Okay. So taphonomy basically, tapho, okay, we can just divide the word tapho. Okay, let me write tapho. Tapho means death. Death, and nomy means law, basically Nomy. This is Nomy, law. So taphonomy is basically law of death. Okay. So what mean of taphonomy? So basically here we can study the fossil preservation, means how fossil पहले fossil मरा, then how it's converted into fossils. So this whole process, the study of the fossil preservation, is known as taphonomy. Okay, like कोई भी just you can see this is the dinosaur when just it डेड, ओके, जब ये किसी लैंड सरफेस पे, ऑब्वियसली जब ये जिंदा था तो अपर सरफेस पे था, जब अपर सरफेस पे इसकी डेथ हुई, एंड व्हाट हैपेंड, द सराउंडिंग rock fragments or surrounding environment, you can see the lithology of the rock is also important. That kind of the environment, when this organism dead, the environment is also important. सेडिमेंट्स रिलेटेड टू जहाँ पे ये इसकी बॉडी लाई डाउन की है, वो एवरीथिंग इज वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड दे आर हेल्पिंग इन द प्रिजर्वेशन. फॉसिल को प्रिजर्वेशन करने में दे आर मे बी वेरी मच हेल्पफुल. तो ये पूरे प्रोसेस को पूरे स्टडी हम करते हैं, एंड दिस सॉरी, this process or this preservation को we called a name taphonomy. Tapho means death, nomy means law. So basically it's the law of death. Like how organism is alive, जब वो जिंदा था, alive on the biosphere. Biosphere related to this surface where the organism can live. Bio means bio, organism, and sphere, the surface area. Okay, and they are converted now into lithosphere. लोग बोलते हैं ना मट्टी से बने मट्टी में मिल जाएंगे, तो exactly they are now just deposited on the earth surface, and now they are a part of the lithosphere. राइट, अब वो लिथोस्फीयर के पार्ट हो गए कॉज ऑफ द डिफॉर्म, वो डिकम्पोजिशन, डिकम्पोज होके नाउ दे आर बिकम द पार्ट ऑफ द लिथोस्फीयर. ओके, सो the definition is taphonomy is the study of how organism, basically any kind of organism, it may be plant or animal, decay and become fossilized. Okay, fossilized और preserved in the paleontological record. Okay, paleontological record में अगर वो preserved हो जाते हैं तो this process is known as taphonomy. And one more term is given to taphonomy is post-mortem. Post-mortem theory or post-mortem history of organism. Okay, why we call पोस्टमार्टम थ्योरी, लाइक कोई भी आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट हो या कोई पैलेंटोलॉजिस्ट हो, स्पेशली पैलेंटोलॉजिस्ट, व्हेन दे गेट सच काइंड ऑफ द फॉसिल, उनको लैब में ले जाके पूरी स्टडी करते हैं, लाइक पोस्टमार्टम. वो पूरे उनके मॉर्टम करते हैं कि इनकी डेथ कैसे हुई. एवरीथिंग इज गॉट टू नो कॉज ऑफ सीइंग दिस फॉसिल्स, राइट. फॉसिल से हमें पता चल जाता है कि ये डेथ कैसे हुई, लाइक किस हैबिटेट में थे, क्या क्या खाते थे, एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू दी past environment. So that's why this is known as the post-mortem history of the organism. Just इनकी पूरी हिस्ट्री निकल जाती है, राइट. अभी भी जैसे पोस्टमार्टम या फिर किसी भी ह्यूमन का भी अगर कोई भी हमें फॉसिल मिलता है तो वी शुड नो कि ये मेल था, फीमेल था, जेंडर और कैसे एज, इवन वी गॉट द एज की किस एज में इनकी डेथ हुई, कैसे हुई, एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू दी ऑर्गेनिज्म, लाइक पास्ट में वो क्या थे, वो सब कुछ पता चल जाता है बाय लुकिंग दिस फॉसिल्स आल्सो. ओके, so this is known as taphonomy. I think this one be easy to you guys. And three terminology related to taphonomy processes. First one is the necrolysis. Okay, necrolysis. Second one is the biostatinomy. Okay, bio and strati nomy. and third one is the diagenesis. Okay, diagenesis. These are not that much important, just you can remember the taphonomy and how it's classified. Basically necrolysis क्या होता है, you can understand, suppose this is bivalve. Okay, this is bivalve, and when it's die, and necrolysis basically disturb due to disturbance or due to decomposition, or उस time पे this may be one cell of this bivalves may be detached. Okay, ये जब मरेंगे then they may be open cause of decomposition, internal organ decompose, and they may be just two are break out. Okay, one cell is breaking from the another cell, तो इनको बोलते हैं नेक्रोलिसिस. दिस काइंड ऑफ द चेंजेस जस्ट आफ्टर द ऑर्गेनिज्म डेथ. तो जो भी जस्ट कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म मरा और में जो भी चेंज है, जो भी ब्रेकेज हुए, दिस इज नोन एज नेक्रोलिसिस. ओके, ड्यू टू डिकम्पोजिशन प्रोसेस कुछ तो चेंजेस आ जाते हैं. ओके, सेल में, जिसकी वजह से हम कह सकते हैं कि यार दिस इज द नेक्रोलिसिस प्रोसेस. एंड नाउ दिस वन इज द बायोस्टैटिनोमी. बेसिकली बायो मीन्स ऑर्गेनिज्म, स्टैटी मीन्स sedimentary rock के जो bed है. Okay, so anything related to the sedimentary bed, and now this cause of the organism, now they may disturb. Okay, so due to disturbance of the organism, they form kind of any zone or any structure on the earth surface. Okay, due to this is known as bioturbate. Bioturbate structure. Okay, texture. This is due to organism. Okay, any kind of disturbance. जब वो उनकी डेड बॉडी के कारण जब कोई भी सेडिमेंट्स में कोई भी डिस्टर्बेंस हुआ, लाइक डिसोल्यूशन, बायो इरोजन, या कोई भी काइंड ऑफ सेडिमेंट्स के बीच में कोई भी मूवमेंट हुआ जिसकी वजह से यहाँ का कुछ भी एरिया डिस्टर्ब हुआ, उस टाइप के स्ट्रक्चर को हम बोलते हैं बायोटर्बेट टेक्सचर. ओके, बेसिकली टर्बेट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड डिस्टर्बेंस, एंड बायो मीन्स ऑर्गेनिज्म. तो ऑर्गेनिज्म की वजह से जो भी डिस्टर्बेंस हो, राइट. एंड डायाजेनेसिस, you know, lithification and compaction. Due to fossilization period, there is the kind of lithification or decomposition of the organic matter, and this form the come under the diagenesis. So basically you have to remember taphonomy. Taphonomy, basically we can consider the past history of the organism, and this is the process of the preservation of the fossil. Okay, so done guys, this is clear. You can write one more thing, study of fossil preservation. Basically taphonomy से कैसे ये भी पता चलता है, we can classify or we can consider or the preservation history. Okay, so this is all about the taphonomy. Then you should note down these points. Study of the fossil preservation, tapho death, nomy means law.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, so here now this is JAM 2016 question and 2009. Okay, so see, which one of the following is Upper Gondwana fossil or Upper Gondwana flora? Okay,
A, ma'am.
you have any idea related to this?
Tilophyllum. A.
Yes, Tilophyllum. This is Tilophyllum. Okay, and question number 25, which one of the following is the Lower Gondwana flora?
A, ma'am.
Yes, Gangmopteris. Okay, so basically Gondwana flora, we have just remembered there are the few flora or fauna is there. Okay, so basically we have to look through the flora only. Okay, so upper Gondwana flora कौन कौन से थे, lower Gondwana flora कौन कौन से थे, we write all those kind of the flora and you have to just remember, and question is done on the basis of just remembrance. Only few questions are there. like Upper Gondwana, Lower Gondwana, and we have to solve few questions and then it's done. Okay, so let's see Gondwana flora. Flora basically plant. Okay, so plant जो हमारे गोंडवाना पीरियड में कौन कौन से प्लांट थे, वी नो दे आर दी lots of the plant or lots of the forest is there on the Gondwana period. So we have different kind of the plants, or that's why we have got some fossils there. Okay, plant fossil basically. So you can see this is the, all these are the real images. You can see this is the Glossopteris flora, and this is Dicrodium. Okay, and Gangmopteris, and this is Tilophyllum flora and Glossopteris. Okay, so let's see the important fossils of India like Gondwana flora, which cover the period Upper Carboniferous to Jurassic. Okay, just हमारा Carboniferous is divided into two. You guys know Carboniferous दो में divide है, कौन कौन से? Carboniferous are divided into two: Mississippian, Peninsulian. Okay, just wrote down. Okay, Peninsulian. As the spelling is quite tough. Pennnsy. Okay, wait. Pennsylvanian. Okay, Pennsylvanian. VLVANI. Okay, yes, this is right. PENNSYLVANIAN. Okay, Pennsylvanian. Or next one is the Mississippian. Mississippian. Okay, it is also denoted from the M, and this is all denoted from the PN. Okay, so basically Carboniferous is divided into these two. So you should remember, maybe it's asks Mississippian and Pennsylvanian. Okay, let me show you here. You can see Pennsylvanian and Mississippian. These all are the classified. These are all are the Carboniferous. Okay, Carboniferous. Okay, COSDCP, COSDCP, and this is the period of the Paleozoic era. Okay, so Carboniferous are divided into two: PN and M. So we are here. So that time Carboniferous, the Carboniferous term is derived from the carbon. Okay, Carboniferous. So उस टाइम में इतना ज्यादा percentage of carbon is there. So cause of this, you can see there is the lots of the forest, and the size of the tree are very much huge. You can see these all are the grasses. Just you can see the size of the grasses are more bigger than the today's tree. Okay, जो हमारे आज के ट्री हैं उनसे भी बड़े उस टाइम के grasses ही हुआ करते थे. And you can see the grasshopper is like giraffe के size के. Why this is going to happen? Because of the percentage of carbon is very much huge there. Okay, so cause of this, the forest are whole area or whole earth is covered by the forest, huge forest, large forest. Okay, and there is swampy area. Okay, swampy means daldal. You can see this is the water and this is the daldal. So that's why the most of the coal and petroleum deposit are there in during the Carboniferous period. So basically one more question is there: the coal formation. Okay, coal, basically coal we get in the Lower Gondwana period. Okay, Lower Gondwana, इंडिया का जितना भी कोल है ना, they are all are the Lower Gondwana. Okay, why? Because they during the Carboniferous period there was a huge tree, और जो कोल बनता है वो ट्री से ही बनता है, right? The coal are formed from the tree. So ट्री बहुत थे, फॉरेस्ट बहुत थे, एंड जो उस टाइम के फॉरेस्ट थे, they are now we get as the coal. Okay, in the form of the coal. So this is all about the Carboniferous period. Now we know कि why we get that much of the fossils or fossils of the flora, because that time the forests are very huge, very large forests are covered the earth's surface. Okay, so these all are the kind of the flora which we got on the Gondwana period. Okay, you can see this one is the name is here: Glossopteris, Gangapteris, and Gangapteris, Cyclopteroids. Okay, Thylophyta. All these are the thin Felsia, Nilsonia, Utozamite. So you have to just remember. This is just simple. You have to just remember the all of these flora. Okay, so let's wrote down the some important flora related to Gondwana. Okay, so basically Gondwana flora range is also important from the upper Carboniferous to lower Cretaceous. Okay, lower Cretaceous. So and dominate, what kind of the flora is dominated on the Gondwana? Okay, so dominate one is gymnosperm. Basically gymnosperms. Okay, gymnosperms are those plants which don't have the flower. Okay, flower nahi the, they are non flowering plants. Okay, gymnosperms. And basically pterophyta, pteridophyta. I am just writing the most important points. Okay, so you should note down जो सबसे important point है, only I wrote it down only that point. Okay, so basically जो इंडिया का गोंडवाना फ्लोरा है, this is the study is done by D.N. वाडिया. Okay, D.N. वाडिया उन्होंने स्टडी किया था हमारे गोंडवाना फ्लोरा को, एंड नाउ दे आर क्लासिफाइड गोंडवाना फ्लोरा इनटू 3 डिवीजन. ओके, 3 सब डिवीजन. उन्होंने 3 सब डिवीजन दिए थे गोंडवाना फ्लोरा के. ओके, सो व्हाट वाज दैट? फर्स्ट इज लोअर गोंडवाना, लोअर गोंडवाना. ओके, लोअर गोंडवाना को उन्होंने दिया विच वन इज बेसिकली लोअर ट्रैसिक, लोअर ट्रैसिक एंड Glossopteris. Okay, Glossopteris flora. And second one is 3 classification, so it should be middle one. Okay, lower, middle and upper. Middle Gondwana. Okay, Gondwana, middle Gondwana, basically lower Jurassic. Okay, lower Jurassic. And what kind of flora is there? This one is Dicrodium. Okay, this one is very much important star, Dicrodium. And third one is upper Gondwana. Okay, lower Cretaceous. And last one example is the Tilophyllum. Tilophyllum flora. Okay, any spelling mistake is there? Dicrodium, no, is right. Okay, so Dicrodium. DIUM, okay, डाइक्रोडियम, which is come under the middle गोडवाना, okay, middle गोडवाना, जो हमारे DN वाडिया सर थे, उन्होंने गोडवाना फ्लोरा को डिवाइड किया 3 में on the basis of upper, middle and lower, okay. So these are the different kind of the flora which found. So Glossopteris, Dicrodium and Tilophyllum. Tilophyllum basically come under the upper Gondwana and lower Gondwana Glossopteris. Okay. Guys, done? So one question
Yes,
is
ma'am.
there also. Okay. One question is there also ki difference between Glossopteris and Gangmopteris. Okay. The difference between these two. Okay. Let's see. And let's see few more flora. Lower Gondwana and basically upper. These from these upper and lower more questions are asked. Okay, lower Gondwana. So just note down those flora and middle one में dicrodium आएगा. Okay, basically dicrodium. So let's see. Glossopteris, Equistella, Equitails. Okay, and Vertebraria. Okay, Vertebraria, Do Dodoxylon. Gangmopteris, Tilophyllum, Utozamide, Po, Podozamide, okay, Podozamide, Williamsonia, okay, Williamsonia basically flower, एक फ्लोरा भी मिला था, फ्लावर मिला था, which is known as Williamsonia, okay, Williamsonia, and Nilsonia is plant, okay, Nilsonia. And Caesonora is asked, which is come under the lower flora. Okay, lower Gondwana flora, Caesonora. Caesonura. Neura. Caesio Neura. Okay, done, guys.
Yes, ma'am.
Diadoxylon is basically stem. Vertebraria is also stem. Okay, stem. Glossopteris and Gangmopteris. We see the difference between these two. Okay, these are done. So let's solve. Okay, first we have to write down the difference between Glossopteris and Gangmopteris. So Glossopteris basically Glossopteris and GANAM Gangmopteris. Okay. So suppose they are leaf. Okay, ये ऐसी leaf है. This is the leaf fossils, right? So Glossopteris basically having mid ribs. Okay, Midriffs. Midriffs is this one. Middle. मिडिल में आप किसी भी लीफ को देखे होंगे तो जो मिडिल में वेनेशन होती है, दिस इज नोन एज द मिडरिप. एंड नाउ दे आर रेटिकुलेट वेनेशन लाइक दिस. दे हैविंग वेनलेट. ओके, ये ऐसे कोई लीफ है एंड दिस वन इज द मिडरिप एंड नाउ दे आर फॉर्म लाइक दिस. ओके, तो ये इनको फॉसिल्स में वी कैन सी इन द फॉसिल्स. ओके, फॉसिल्स में हमको ये वेन्स आर विजिबल. ओके, so basically they are having midriffs and reticulate venation. Okay, reticulate venation. And but in the form of in the flora of Gangmopteris we see this is the kind of, wait, this is the leaf of the Gangmopteris. Okay, they are having no veins. जो ये veins है ना, they are not that much visible. So we can classify it on the basis of the venation ki, yeah, this one is the Glossopteris leaf or this one is the Gangmopteris leaf. Okay, so they are just the leaf but they are not showing any kind of venations. They are not that much prominent. Okay, जो उनके leaf में है उनमें venation नहीं मिले. But in the Glossopteris we can see there is the reticulate venation. Okay, or they are having showing midrib. So this is the main difference between Glossopteris and Gangmopteris. And Dicrodium, one more is there, Dicrodium. Dicrodium, okay. Dicrodium का another name है thin feldia. FELDIA, feldia, okay. Thin feldia जो हमें mid Gondwana में मिले. Okay, just we have to remember this is from the mid Gondwana जो दिया है DN वाडिया ने. Okay, so that's all about the Gondwana flora. And now we have few questions related to this. Okay, so itna enough hai. This that much is enough for the exam. Okay, Gangmopteris basically not well defined midriffs. Okay, you just remember. Not well defined midriffs. Sometimes midriffs are visible but reticulate venation तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है. Okay, they are maybe pallar venation. ऐसे जो भी हमें visible हुए हैं they may be pallar venation but they are not that much prominent as compared to Glossopteris venation. So this is the difference. Okay, so solve this. Which one of the prominent flora of the Gondwana time? Gondwana time के prominent flora we already note down just before. Okay,
C, ma'am.
yes. And next one is the Gondwana rock are characterized by the presence of Gondwana rock. Okay, basically.
A, ma'am.
Yes, Glossopteris. Okay. So which study of the fossils, pores and pollens? Fossils of
D.
pore and pollen?
D, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, yes. Palynology. Okay. And the lower Gondwana basically classified on the basis of
D, ma'am.
lower Gondwana. Lower. Just we write Glossopteris. Okay.
Yeah.
हाँ, Glossopteris. So next is which plant fossil represent by frond? Frond basically fern. Okay, fern का leaf जो होता है like this. Fern देखा है सभी ने? Fern ऐसे ऐसे होते हैं ना? So basically they are Glossopteris. Okay. So Gangmopteris, O is missing here. Okay. Gangmopteris. So Gangmopteris is similar to Glossopteris but difference. Okay, see we already done. Difference क्या है Glossop और टेरिस में and Gangmopteris में?
Ma'am.
Yes, yes,
Gangnam Terrace is without any matrix. Yeah, ma'am.
yes. A. Right. Okay. So Lower Gondwana rock is characterized by, again the same question. This is due to Lower Gondwana.
Upper है मैम, upper बनवाना.
Yes,
B,
sorry,
ma'am.
Upper Gondwana.
B
Upper
मैम.
Gondwana. B,
B.
B. Just before. सी यू हैव टू रिवाइज, यू हैव टू रिमेम्बर. ओके, आप इसको याद कर लो, फिर डाउट नहीं होगा. लोअर अपर यू हैव टू जस्ट एक स्टिकी नोट में लिखकर आप जस्ट स्टडी टेबल के सामने लगा लो. जब जब आप देखोगे तब तब आपको वो याद हो जाएंगे. ओके, ये एक दिन में याद नहीं होता, बेसिकली बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग है. सो यू शुड do wrote down on the sticky note and just paste on your study table. Okay, so it will be easier. आप डेली देखोगे आपको याद हो जाएगा. ओके, so it should be B, upper Gondwana. Okay, according to DN Wadia, again आ गया DN Wadia वाले questions. Like middle, it should be dicrodium. Okay, dicrodium, just middle one. And vertibaria, which is basically stem. Okay, stem of what? The stem of the glossopteris. Glossopteris जो हमारा था ये plant, glossopteris का ये जो stem है, right? This is stem. Suppose this is leaf, and this stem is vertibaria. Okay, vertibaria. Okay, so the vertibaria is stem of the glossopteris. Okay, so you can see this is the real image. This is, these all are the Williamsonia 2. This is 2 Williamsonia is kind of flower like structure. Okay, so you can see this where the jam question. So you can see upper Gondwana के बाद जो ये नाम है ना, right? You have to remember all these also. Okay, these all are also important. Maybe sometime asked from this. Okay, options are very much important, so you should remember. अगर ये upper Gondwana का है तो all these three, Glossopteris and Philotheca and Caesonera, is from the lower Gondwana. So you can note down also. Okay, ये lower Gondwana के हो गए, and this one is the lower Gondwana. So all these are the upper Gondwana. Williamsonia, Nilsonia, Williamsonia, and Putozamite are from the upper Gondwana. Okay, so you should remember these also. Options are also important. So these all are the lower Gondwana, and these all, rather than A, is all are the upper Gondwana. Okay, so done guys, today class is done. I hope any doubt, I hope all are clear to you. If any doubt you can ask me.
No ma'am, clear ma'am.
So now okay, thank you. Now we have to proceed. Trilobita हो गया, then we have to go through the ortho, gastro or bivalves, right? Okay, guys, then see you next class. Thank you for attending this class. Okay,
Thank you ma'am.
good night guys.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night Malik.